Hello, I'm back. It's Iot. I have decided on my new series. It is the Ascendance of a Bookworm. I don't know too much about it, except the main premise, and that it's another isekai. I guess it's just the thing that I decided I was going to do is watch more isekais, because they're typically lighter. There's some that are darker, but a lot of those I've either already seen or I'm just not too interested in, or they're currently airing, which is possible. I don't actually follow too much about current seasons anymore. I usually wait until things are finished. But I do know this is on its third season, so it can't be too bad, I guess. So other than that, that is it. I'll try to make a little bit better effort at remembering characters, but fantasy names just go over my head and I can't help that. So, without too much further ado, we should get started. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Please, no spoilers and no hints or anything. Oh. Just making sure I have the correct thing. It's not how I expected it to start. That guy's a voice actor. I think I know it. I just can't. It's the Dragon Quest Sage item. Books, clearly. No, I was gonna say, do you actually need to be that close for that? So, this is an interesting way to do the character's backstory, I guess. And introduce to this the alternate way to do it. What a wish. Gonna gain much more superpowers than that. Watashi. There's another song I was expecting, I guess. That are parents in this world, then? A family in this world, I guess. You know, now that I think about it, I just realized I called Silent Richard an isekai, and that's not the case. We did not watch an isekai, but these fantasy kind of stories, I guess, more than the isekai. I don't know, I was thinking why Silent Richard's an isekai. That's clearly not a Oh, I was gonna say, when it comes to isekai, I think very few have them as a kid, but more than that, they're usually an only child. So being born into an entirely different family is interesting, I think. Assuming that's what that was. If it wasn't, then is it a lot or nothing? Now, did you spawn into this reality? That maybe you can be Yojo-senki and actually be born into it. But maybe that's unrelated. Good question. Interesting. If you did use a guy like this, did you effectively replace the person that was here? Like, the person that was here is dead, effectively. Indeed. So stay. But how'd you die? It's bury your tragedy in books. I think some things should come before you thinking about books, though. You can. You should figure out where you were. You don't know how poor you guys are yet. It looks more like she's a completely different person. It's weird. Does this version of mine die and that's when she came here? Or what? That's what I want to know. Give me a mystery immediately. Now I want to know it. I'm not even entirely interested in her living in this life necessarily. I want to know what happened to her. Sorry, I miss what they're talking about, the walking there. Was she not used to walking on the bare wood? Huge door. Came into the door. If they don't know what books are, then you're not going to find any, right? Wouldn't it have been just a slightly, like wall climb on the door and then pull it out once? And wouldn't it not open much because the blankets are there now, right? This feels very point and click adventure. Like for kids. Like they only know like the one thing they're supposed to find, and you just click around until you find it. And they just repeat the same things. There can't be that many places to check in this house. Maybe you just should die. Maybe that's why the previous mine left. She couldn't find any books either, and she noped out. She said, "You deal with this shit." Now is the whole book fixation is she really is just that personality trait, or is it to cover up that she's not so much and that she knows where she is anymore? That would be weird, I suppose. Well, yes. She thought it was maybe she'd not normal to do that kind of thing. That's interesting. They're Japanese. Or she's Japanese, rather. Or was Japanese. Why would you do such just to break it? Is that this transitioning from scene to scene is interesting. They aren't wasting the time. Kaimono. Buy things. There's a lot of animations like you at least. It will probably not be. So that is a suggestion that the previous mind died in her sleep, right? I was actually surprised that there was a downstairs. And that they went, not that they live in multi-story houses, I guess. Oh wow, in a bigger city than I thought. Multi-story housing rather than houses, I guess. They throw it out the window, so they throw it from the third floor. You don't even know the difference between a castle and a cathedral? Oh, he's a guard. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. Most people aren't gonna be able to read. They have a writing system, just not taught to everybody. And what I would assume they have a writing system, but it just isn't taught. It makes you even surprised they even have things that list prices. Yeah. Chicken, probably. Not turkey. But maybe a turkey. Have you never seen the chicken? How do you have all this knowledge of books and stuff, but haven't seen some of these things? Can't exactly leave you alone, right? You're a child. Unless they are the kidnappers. You did not think of this. So there's probably not much books at all. Overthrow the nation. Overthrow the nation so that you can read books. And it's a very valuable item. What if we come back to that book at some point? Oh, that's an interesting thought. Would she have the same taste as her old self in terms of like food and stuff? I assume she probably does. That's an interesting thought. I don't know how you're going to do that. Also, if you were going to make a book, you would have to make a book in the language that you're in, or that you own, right? So you'd have to spend the time to... The ending is here. Is this another... Oh, okay. I was gonna say this is another English song, but... This is a very pleasant song. What does it remind me of? That's interesting. I think I kind of like that more than... Let's forget about this other character. Yeah, no spoilers. A real good lesson. Well, that was interesting. What was everyone was expecting? Usually you get the getting Isai bit at the beginning. But you started off, I guess, forward. I wonder how forward. But yeah, I guess he's a care... No, probably an advisor to take care of something. Either way. He's obsessed with books, but that obsession seemed to make it not even make it so that she wasn't even thinking things through at all. You wouldn't immediately think they would have no writing system, right? I wouldn't. I would assume that they just would, like, the language wouldn't taught not worldwide, throughout the country, I guess. I guess worldwide probably at this point too, but still. So I don't know. Anyways, I'll move on to the next one here in a second. Okay, let's continue with episode 2 of Ascendance of a Bookworm. So, we'll quickly go ahead and start, and I'll give my thoughts on both these after, I suppose. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Are you gonna get this intro every single time? I keep forgetting to full screen it. Oh, already getting the One Piece recaps. Probably not necessarily expensive, but would require a lot of work and knowledge that the average person probably does not have in this world. I guess the paper could be expensive at this point, I suppose. I don't know how much paper cost when they first started being made, I guess. I'll take that back. It could be very expensive. It's kind of cute, her bursting out of the book like that. This has what, you know, like fan arts of like two characters marrying each other and them having like a hypothetical child, where the children have like both their hair colors. Like one child has one of the hair colors and the other one has the other, like perfectly split. I just realized that's what happened here. It's really funny to me. This opening's really good, and then it has like these weird stills. I think this world is trying to like not have you a book, but you let the verb go to a paper mill, if one exists. Thanks, the father is God, I was about to ask what exactly they do for money, but they work in the city. These little chibi things are really cute. It's a really nice way to do it in the thoughts. sure, but is the body still frail? Interesting. So if she had different tastes than mine, then she would certainly have different tastes in this world then, right? I don't know if they'll actually think about that, but they mentioned it, so now I can only think about it. Rainbow. All the hair colors different. Okay, I see. You can access somebody else's memories, I guess. Kind of enough. It's interesting because she was walking around everywhere. Rabbinic. Her hair as well. What is this? A very strange thought. She was an adult, right? Assumedly, I guess she might have still been a kid, maybe. I don't know. High school now, maybe. Maybe they haven't gone into much detail, I don't think. So it's weird to have the mindset of a child but still have thoughts like an adult. I don't know if it made sense there. I guess I'm trying to dance around what I'm trying to say here too much. And probably should just leave it at that. He's a captain. Well, yeah. Parchment. On the parchment. Yeah, parchment. Does he know how to write? Is that the case? I don't know if soldiers were allowed to write or not. Maybe because he's a captain that he would. She fainted looking at the chickens. It's not gonna survive butchering pigs then. Would she still come down with fevers though with her frail body? Because the real mind presumably died to a fever, and that's why she was saying it was hot in the first episode. I guess I'm asking her, does she still have a weak constitution? Trying to think of what these little TV segments remind me of. You wouldn't know what papayas is. Dead. Next life. For mine, that is. Not the pig. He's a juicy steak. Oh, pork, I guess. Porky, porky, pork. Now, would she be able to pick up a language like a child would very quickly? Kind of like some of the letters are flipped. Or not flipped, but upside down. You're just trying to copy him. The word she, right? Don't write too much in Japanese for that. Matozurano. sad a bit of realization. I'm writing all their names in katakana. I wish the localization would have chosen a different way to spell mine, because it just looks like Maine. Like, would have been better with MYNE, or just MYNE, I guess, would have just been fine. But maybe that's just me. I know the katakana, they would have written as AI, and that's what they did here. But it probably should have been. Maybe that's just this translation, I guess. Maybe the official one's different. I don't know. Did you? Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. I guess I was gonna skip around to look at things. I'll wait until the ending is done. It's a nice little lullaby. Again, this isn't quite how I'd expect these episodes to go. I guess I'm always expecting more to be revealed about the background of a character, but I guess that's not actually usually a thing in isekai, so I don't know why I keep expecting it. But you might get more and more as we go on. But I guess it did confirm then that she's still weak in body. She'll still get fevers like mine did. Which I guess, I wonder if she actually did die from a fever or not. Or if it just like switched. If you say, oh, she forgot about the papyrus. I was trying to remember what she was talking about. Interesting. Sorry, I'm gonna give around here. And did they give her the slate? And they just processed that? Okay. I'm gonna click through the episode here for a little bit. I don't think I can spare too much on the soup. okay, she did have a fever though. That's unfortunate. So she worked herself so much that she got herself a fever. Interesting. I think the the body switching here is more interesting than the whole trying to figure out how to make a book and be able to read. It's a much interesting part of the isekai thing. When normally you just get literally teleported into the world, like ReZero. I guess I haven't seen too many isekais, but like you're just thinking she actually is born into the world. Well, I guess things like Inuyasha, she fell through a well. So yeah, it's interesting that she actually switched. And I guess I don't know if she switched bodies, I guess, but mine is no longer in this body. And I guess she hasn't really questioned that too much or thought about it too much. At least in the anime, maybe she's... Unless I missed something, but I don't think so. Interesting. I'm interested to keep going, but that'll be it for now. Yeah, the whole body switching thing is the interesting part. But it's nicely animated. The little chibi sections are a lot of fun. But I think that'll be it for now. Yep. Bye bye.